Drew Neerman, opportunity, season opener, new year, new outlook. Obviously, you have to feel like things are going to be better this year than they were last year.
Yes, sir. We're a different team than last year. We're a lot bigger, stronger, faster. We have a lot more experience on pretty much every asset. We got guys that have played a lot on defense, guys that have played a lot on offense, and we have a lot of athletes on special teams that can make things happen. So I'm really excited about our first game, and we're looking forward to the rest of the season too.
Your offensive line, 4 guys that have played and been there, 1 new guy, size is there. How do you feel about this group?
I'm confident in our group. Like you said, we have a lot of experience. Even the new guy, Eric Jones, he played a little bit as a freshman, and they decided to give him a red shirt last year to get a little bit bigger and stronger and kind of learn the game a little bit more. So we're a pretty experienced group, and we have guys that are depth guys that can come in if someone goes down that have played a little bit. And so I'm really excited. We work well together, and I think we're gonna do pretty well this season. So
it's a different offense. No Matt, no Andre back there, a feature back, so to speak. Different guys, and at times you'll go with 1 back and spread it out a little bit. Is that good for this offense?
Well, I think as a person as an offensive lineman, we do what we're told. So it doesn't really matter what offense it is. We learn how to block it, and we'll block it. And I think one of the things is that we've bought into the system no matter what it is, and we're confident in the guys around us that they're going to do their 111th. And so that means Albert Williams making an explosive run, or Casey Rowbottom catching a deep pass, or whatever. We're going to do our job and have confidence in them to do their job. So,
what about Ryan and what kind of player he has become and what kind of player he can be ultimately after the experience he gained last year?
Well, I really like Ryan. I mean, we have a kind of the center quarterback bond, I guess you'd say. But he's shown a lot of experience, just improvement in the experience that he's gained from last season, and his spring and fall camp are really good for him. Also, he's got a lot of poise when it comes to just the freedom that he gets with the checks and stuff like that. And he trusts us as an offensive line, as a group, to protect him, and we know that he's going to do his job. So it's really exciting. Looking forward to see how he plays this year.
Southeastern, you were a freshman when you played them last. Was not an easy game. They're a pretty good football team regardless of classification, and you know you're going to get their best shot.
Yes, I think one of the things that I've realized, and I think that our teams realize, is that we're not so much different from Southeastern. A lot of people use the classification as an excuse and stuff like that, or use that we're a mid-major college as an excuse. And I think that we've got a lot to prove as well. Whenever we play teams that are highly favored against us, we take it as a challenge, and we go in with a chip on our shoulder. And Southeastern is not much different. And they've shown the last time we played them that it's college football. College football is college football, and anyone can beat anyone on any day, and so, and make it a game. And so I think one of the things and challenges that we've had as a team over fall camp, and especially last week preparing for Southeastern, is to know that this is college football, and we play our level at all times, and we have to maintain that throughout the game. And it showed in my freshman year. I remember Matt Forte.
300 yards or something like that, yeah.
In the first half, we weren't doing what we thought we could play, and we weren't playing as well as we did. And he had a nice little talk at halftime, and assured us that he was going to do his job, and that we should all do the same. And we ended up winning the game. But we all have to play with that kind of fire the whole game. And so I think as a team that's has some experience on both sides, and has a lot of great leadership on both sides, I think that won't be a problem. But we also know that this is college football, and so we're ready to play no matter who it is. So,
finally, on a personal level, you were so accustomed to winning and winning big in high school at Curtis. That hasn't happened at Tulane. How important is it to you personally to go out on a winning note?
Well, I mean, the point of the game for me is to win. I think I'm a competitive person, and so falling short is heartbreaking. But I think one of the great things about college football, and I guess football overall, is that the challenge, the grind that it takes to finally be successful. In high school, I had to go through middle school practices and stuff like that before I was able to play varsity and be a part of something that was great. Same thing. We used we talked a lot about it in camp and our kind of team bonding things. That it's not about whether or not you fail, it's whether you get back up. And I think one of the things I've learned over the years is that the guy that keeps on fighting never loses. And so I think we're a scrappy team, and I think the attitude that's changed so much over the years is really starting to take shape. And I think no matter what happens, we'll never stop fighting. And so it's really important for me to win personally because, I mean, everyone wants to win. And I think as a team, we've all bought into it. And so we've got this expect to win attitude. And I think we put the work in to make that happen. So,
thanks for the visit, Andrew. Best of luck to you.
Thank you.